am MzPatriciaAnn, and we are, what is today? Friday, June the 19th. So we have not talked to you guys for a little bit.
It's Juneteenth.
It's June 19th.
It's Juneteenth.
June 19th. It's June 19th, 2020, and it's a Friday. And we have not talked to you guys for a little bit. Let me pull my calendar up here real quick. We have an update for you guys. Since last Friday, I haven't really gave you guys an update. So I'm going to give you an update through June 12th through June 19th. Monday, I went to the baby doctor, my second appointment, and I had my ultrasound for the very first time. And it was scary. It was very scary because, like, when I went in there for the first time, like, she's like, okay, you can lay down, we'll try to do, you know, the ultrasound. If not, we'll have to do a vaginal ultrasound if we can't see the baby. Like, okay. I'm like, I'll do whatever I have to do, you know. So we lay down and she's moving. She puts that, like, I pull my shirt down, or my shirt up, and my pants down, just enough to expose my belly there. And she puts this, like, warm gel, and she starts moving this wand around my belly. And then she pushes harder. Like, she's, like, pushing hard. Like,
she didn't want to have to stick something up your vag.
Well, she was pushing hard. And I kind of felt like, I want to say that's too hard. That kind of hurts. It wasn't like a hurt. It was very discomforting and hard pressure, a lot of pressure on my belly. I don't know if that's normal or not. My mom's like, she probably shouldn't have done that so hard. But she did. And at first, like, I have the ultrasound. Like, I'll show you the clips right here. And as you can see, like, in the beginning, I was getting very, my anxiety was good because at first she kept finding the heartbeat. Like, the heartbeat was not a good heartbeat. Did you notice that when you watched it?
Yeah.
The heartbeat.
Oh, there's another turtle.
It scared me to death. Are we just rescuing turtles today on a road that's going to, yeah, go back, hurry. Get your good deeds in, saving turtles.
I like turtles.
Anyway, I was terrified. That there was something wrong with the baby because she could not get a strong heartbeat. What's wrong? Bye-bye, turtle.
Well, sorry, turtle. I did my damnedest.
Anyway, I was terrified that there's something wrong because the heartbeat was like, it was not a strong heartbeat. And I was kind of laying up trying to record because nobody could be in there with me. I'm by myself. And she's like, just lay back, relax, take a deep breath, breathe.
I sure hope we don't see squash turtle when we go back.
And I did that, and luckily she was able to get a heartbeat. It was like 154, 155 the first time, and then the very last time it was like 158. So I was happy to know that the baby had a strong heartbeat, a very, very fast heartbeat.
It's not very high.
It's not very high? You sure?
Yeah. I looked it up. It's actually pretty normal.
That's normal? Good. That's a good heartbeat for me to be.
A high heartbeat would be in the 200s.
Okay, so its heartbeat is normal for
yes.
She confirmed that I am only 7 weeks. So at the time
Its heart's only like this big.
I was 7 weeks and 7 weeks, 2 days at a time. The normal heartbeat's 198.
So what's wrong with it?
So the baby.
Again, you gotta think the heartbeat's this big and the body's this big.
It was amazing to hear the baby's heartbeat for the very first time. Like, I instantly just teared up, wanted to cry. What did you think when you first heard it?
Teared up and I wanted to cry. No, I was happy.
No, literally, what was your first impression when you heard the baby's heartbeat?
I knew there was a heartbeat. I was happy.
Yeah, but when you first heard it for the first time, that was your baby. What did you think?
That's my baby. And then someone told me otherwise.
Stop! I got mad at him the other night and I was like, this is my baby. But,
yeah, I was excited up until that point.
Stop! He's being dramatic.
Now I know I'm just a paycheck.
Oh my gosh, no. And, besides that, I have been very happy to know that the baby has a heartbeat. Everything is, I can't wait to know more about it. I go back in 3 weeks. And then after my doctor's appointment, we've been trying to work on walking more. We've been eating healthier. We've ate home about all week. The only time we ate out this week was Monday, and Monday I went to eat with my mom. We went to Texas Roadhouse to celebrate a little bit, and I brought going back to Subway, and then I ended up eating a cheeseburger and a small fry that night. And that Monday's the last time we made out. And we ate out, or we ate in all week. I've cooked and we've had food all weekend.
My dad was like, what are y'all going to eat out today? He says, y'all are going out.
Well, when we go out, we want to eat out. I mean, who wants to go out and run around and then go home and cook?
And then go back out.
And then go back out. I mean, nobody wants to do that.
Especially, it wouldn't be so bad. You didn't live half an hour from civilization.
We live like 35, 40 minutes away from town. So, I mean, that's just not realistic for us. And,
I mean, if the store you were going to was 2 minutes from your house, I could see you going to the store, running home, cooking you something, then going back.
I don't see no big deal in us eating out on the weekends. Like when we go out, eat out. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. I eat your food all week. I deserve a treat.
That's all. And
she doesn't understand my humor. I tease her.
The good thing is that when we have a baby, we still eat out. It's just when it starts getting older, like when you have a baby and it starts getting like 8, 9 years old, that's when you have to start paying full price. You're good up until then.
That was a Happy Meals.
Yeah, you're good.
They don't check the baby's ID. You just tell them, yeah, it's a big 5-year-old.
So we're gonna be that parent and be like, hey, hush up, and then our kid's gonna be like, I'm 6.
It depends on the paycheck.
Anyway. It don't matter. My mom and dad did that as long as they could too. Going pro.
You get moderated again, we won't have it, bro.
I know. Anyway, I am excited that everything went good this week. I have been. We've had a horrible week of sleeping. It's been a horrible week of sleeping. I started out in the bed. I've been sleeping my pregnancy pillow he got me, but then I'm in the floor. Well, I'm not in the floor. I'm in a beanbag, his big Joe beanbag, and I slept really good one night in that. And then the next night, he's like, okay, I'll fix it for you. And then it was messed up, and I couldn't sleep again. Perfect.
No, I fixed it perfect. I built a little nest in there. You're the one who laid on one side and flattened that one side, so it's a slope.
It was a slope, and it was horrible. And I laid down. I still laid down there. But I cannot get comfortable at night. So then he decided he's going to sleep in the beanbag every night. And
that way she can stretch out over the whole bed. The very first night was perfect. She had no problem sleeping. The second night, she wakes up, I'm just sweating. I'm soaking wet. And it's like, well, if you didn't lay under a 3-inch fur blanket in the middle of summer.
It was last night you're talking about.
I know. If you didn't if you didn't sleep under a fur, I told you, get a thinner blanket.
I gotta have that weight.
No, you don't.
Anyway.
You just think you do.
Anyway, last night I slept horrible. He went.
Sleep how I want you to sleep for one night.
Okay, we go back at cold.
I have 2 small blankets that are still thinner than that weight.
Okay, we will try that. And then we also, I was all over the bed. Like I had stretched out all over that queen size bed.
Yeah, she did. I'm down on the beanbag and somehow she still managed to kick me.
It's just been horrible sleeping. I cannot sleep good at all. I'm tossing, turning on my sides. I don't lay flat on my back. I'm on my sides. And then I'm so uncomfortable. I always put a pillow between my legs. I'm still sleeping between that pregnancy pillow. And it's just...
It was a mess when I woke up and saw her this morning. There were pillows everywhere. Her hair just up here. She had a couple of pillows stacked on top of her chest. I didn't know what she was doing.
I have 2 pillows I put across my chest that is ice cold pillows. Like they get really cold easy. And then I have one between my legs that gets really cold, and that kind of keeps me cold if I keep those cold.
I keep telling her she wouldn't have that problem if she just washed the fur blanket and put it away for wintertime.
And then...
I understand having it in wintertime when everything's cold. But when you're battling the heat outside with an overworked air conditioner that is a couple years old, you can't sleep under a fur blanket.
It's been miserable.
She wakes up sweating every night. It's like, well, I'm always sweating. And it's like, I tell you every day, and you don't listen to me.
I've got to have something put in my belly to take my medicine, because that's why I'm getting sick. I just need a little something small. Just maybe a taco?
No.
What?
I'm not giving you a taco. We'll be hawking it up before we're out of the drive-thru lane.
I need something small to put in my belly. Just something small.
You can have a sausage biscuit.
Is Do they still sell sausage biscuits?
It's only $10.41.
Yeah. We have to limit me on my fast food when I eat, because if I eat greasy food, I'm throwing up sick.
I'm trying to think if there's something better than that I can get you.
Anyway, we are,
Maybe a snack wrap?
ooh, yeah, where's that at?
They have those McDonald's. We get 2 for like $2, 2 for $3.
We just need to eat something small, then we eat lunch later. We have a vlog we're going to do today, but I just want to give you guys a little update on our week, throughout the week. We did have an incident happen this week on the property. That, I will let Glenn tell you about that. That was horrible. That happened Monday.
No, you go ahead and tell them about it, because I'll get too into it.
It happened Monday, the day of my ultrasound, when we was happy. And I was so happy. And I was telling Glenn after work, we decided to go walk on the property. We went and walked up and down our road on the property. And we had little Ellen. She was running, playing on our property road. It's a private drive road. It's not like a subdivision road. It's not a regular road. It's a private drive road, our road. We have to maintain it. It's our road. And we were just walking up and down our road. And all of a sudden, this little girl, she's probably about 8, 9, 10 maybe. She's on this big four-wheeler, on her daddy's four-wheeler. She comes and goes straight onto the property that Glenn has been mowing, that is our property. And the property that he mows across from our property next to the creek, he was mowing it. Or he mows that, Glenn mows it, and he just had mowed it, what, a couple days ago?
Yeah.
That Friday.
You're trailing on.
Okay, anyway, he mowed it that Friday. Anyway, that girl gets on the four-wheeler and she just goes up and down around. And I'm like, Glenn, this ain't happening. And Glenn's like, hey, you can't do this. And she just kind of looks at him, and she don't even look at him. She just rolls her eyes and just keeps going another lap. And then Glenn takes a step forward in, into the direction when, like, she's back that way. And he is like, hey, you can't do this. And she went around again.
No, she rolled her eyes and she burned out and left. And then
at this time, I was on Facebook getting ready to make a post in the community group page. Hey, somebody come get your kid. She's rolling her eyes. We're trying to get off our property.
And not even 2 minutes later, we hear the four-wheeler again.
And I'm like, there's Daddy.
And here he comes, pulling up the driveway.
And his first thing is, what did he say?
You're the ones telling my daughter she can't drive over here? And I said, you bet your ass I am. You want to go ahead?
No, you go ahead, tell him.
He's talking about how that's community property.
Community property?
I said, no, this ain't community property. The community don't take care of this property. I take care of this property. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's community. It's a community field. And I said, no, it is not. I said, we're in the process of buying this field. This is not a community field. Oh, you're in the process of buying it, but it ain't yours. And I said, yeah, I know, but I know the owner. And we're the only ones that have permission to be on this field, this lot. And he's like, no, this is a community lot. He's
Let
like,
me see your deed.
Show me your deed. And I turned to Trish and I said, call Lester. She calls him up, gets him on speakerphone. That shut the guy up real quick. Unless he's all like, this is my property and they're the only ones that have permission on it. And that guy's like, yeah, but they don't own it. They don't own it. Well, they're in the process of buying it. Yeah, but they don't own it right now. And he's staring at me the whole time. He's like, well, they're in the process of buying it and they're the only ones allowed on that field. I will call the sheriff if there is anyone else on that field.
And he said, I do not want four-wheelers on that property.
Yeah. And then he's like, okay, I'll do it out of respect for you, Mr. Lester. And then he starts backing up and he's like, and another thing, if you ever put your hands on my daughter again. I said, well, I never put any hands on your daughter. I waved at her and said, you're not allowed to drive that four-wheeler on this property. Yeah, well, you got a problem with my daughter, you got a problem with me, and you know where I live. I said, yeah, well, if you got a problem with me, I'm right here, and you can take your ass off that four-wheeler right now. And he just keeps backing up and said, yeah, keep talking. I said, what are you going away for? I'm right here. Come on. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. And
I was, at that time, I was crying.
And I turn around, and she's bawling, thinking I'm going to get into a fight. And inside my head, I'm just like, yeah, let's do it.
We own the property because, for one, we are in the process. We do not have it finalized yet. For the fact is that, for one,
we're working on a price.
We're working on a price, but not only that, his wife has been very sick before Corona. His wife has been so sick that she went to Myrtle Beach, remember last year, and they had to life flight her back here.
Yeah, I remember.
And not only have we been doing that, but then Corona hit, and we've been negotiating a price back, but we are definitely getting it. And if you talk to the owner, he will tell anybody we own it because he knows we're going to get it.
Oh, yeah, and I told him, I said, I'll be damned if you drive a four-wheeler in that field. I will put spike strips all over that field just for your 4-wheeler.
The only reason,
like that.
yeah, the only reason we have not actually signed on it, because for simple fact is it floods. Nobody will buy it, and you can't build anything on it. So that's
You build a house on stilts. Those aren't bad. You put a
right.
You put a. You hear
Are
that?
you allowed to? Yeah. I don't think you can build anything. You can't build anything on that.
It's just got to be above the waters. They build houses in flood areas that flood all the time.
The little chicken ramp. You know what I'm talking about? He's got a little pickle on it.
Yes. They build houses in flood waters.
Okay, this ain't a vlog. We're just telling you about that. So we had to tell you guys about that. That was a bad incident. That upset me all week long. It made my anxiety bad. And the owner is like, we're going to handle this. We're going to fix this. So hopefully we can negotiate on a better price. I mean, it's not the fact that he has no interest in selling to anybody else, and he will straight up tell you that we own it. We take care of it, and it's ours. Is it not?
Yeah, he said if anybody asks, tell them you own it, because y'all are the ones I'm going to sell it to.
So he's been having delays with his issues of him and his wife, and Corona hits. I mean, nobody can predict that Corona was going to hit, and so that's just how our week went. Again, that's just a little update. We'll try to give you guys weekly updates on our pregnancy journey. I have appointment 3 weeks from now. I think I told you that. We're trying to watch my weight so I don't gain a lot of weight. But I think me eating home like I've been, it's been pretty good. Because I've been eating healthy. I've been eating watermelon.
Okay.
Okay, guys. We'll see you guys in our very next update. Bye-bye.